Hi, everyone. It's Front Row Phyllis. Steppenwolf Theater opened its 49th season with a classic comedy, Noises Off. And we're thrilled to have joining us Audrey Francis, who plays Belinda Blair. Welcome and thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
What an incredible show. We were talking off camera, slapstick production, side-splitting laughter. Okay, how much fun are you having performing in this production?
It's a blast. It is so much fun. And every day we kind of take bets on who's going to be the actor that breaks, that we accidentally, somebody makes somebody else laugh because it's so funny.
Right. It's so funny. But then there's the other side. What kind of demands does it put on all of you guys?
Yes. So one of the things that I love about this show so much is it highlights the athleticism of live theater. And in particular, this genre of theater being classical farce. So
Mhm.
the physical demands, thankfully Steppenwolf has a physical therapist for us on site once a
Oh,
week
good. Yeah.
because you're slamming doors, you're running up and down stairs. The timing is like a symphony. So every little move, every physical gesture has its own um piece of the puzzle that makes the song so beautiful. But we're like dripping sweat
Wow.
and chugging water backstage. But I did sports in high school and college, and this to me is the exact kind of theater that I love to do because it's like a team sport. And when you execute it with precision, it truly can be one of the funnest things ever.
Oh my gosh. Now tell our viewers, because I don't know if everybody knows about the show. And it was a little bit more complicated for me to talk about it. So I figured you're going to talk about it.
Great. Okay, great. So the show is broken up into three acts, but it moves very quickly. The first act is where you witness it's a company in England, a theater company, who they're putting on this play and they're going to tour it around the UK. But you quickly realize they don't have a lot of money. There's a cast of characters that each of them are dealing with their own kind of eccentricities, whether one might be that they like to drink too much, one might be that they have affairs with their castmates, and there's a lot of drama that ensues, and you can see that they're on their final dress before they open. So that's kind of like the first snapshot of getting to know these characters. The second act is where I don't want to ruin it, but you see
Right.
all the antics that happen backstage. So it's like
Mhm.
a couple months into the tour and you see actually what actors have to go through to keep a show up and running, but also to kind of be a family in a way. And I'm sure that you have this with your team. You're
Right.
you're pulling long hours, you're dealing with emergencies.
Right.
And the final act is where you see the play again when it's on its last leg.
Okay.
And that's where you kind of see everything's falling apart, but it's this beautiful love letter to people who genuinely believe in what they do and they're trying really hard to do it well for the audience, but it's funny to laugh at how bad they're failing.
Now, do you have a favorite scene that you could
I
tell
do.
us?
I
Okay.
think, yeah, I think for me, the third act is the
Okay.
funniest because it's the one that actually I can most relate to as an actor. Like
Mhm.
when you're on set and something goes terribly wrong, like a whole wall falls down or your partner forgets all their lines. So I think that's the one that feels most truthful and fun to me. And it's
Right.
also got the biggest payoff. So a lot of times I feel like when I'm experiencing the audience reaction, it's like pulling a rubber band back. Like it's funny, 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 funny. And then the third act is like everybody gets the payoff.
Thank you so much. This has been so much fun. I could talk to you all day, but you got a show to do and I got to get going.
Thank you so much for having
Thank
me and
you.
for caring about live theater and entertainment. It's a huge, meaningful thing for us artists.
Oh, absolutely. And guys, you don't want to miss one of the funniest productions playing now through November 3rd at the Steppenwolf Theater. It has been extended to November 3rd, so that's your last chance. And we'll see you very soon.
Darling, this glue isn't the sort that can never get unstuck. Oh, Mrs. Clackett's made some sardines.
Now what?
A hot water bottle. I didn't put it there.
I didn't put it there.
Someone in the bathroom filling hot water bottles.
Well, you don't think there's something creepy going on? Darling, are you coming to bed or aren't you?
What did you say?
I didn't say anything.
I mean, first there's the door handle, now the hot water bottle.
I can feel goose pimples all over.
Yes, quick, get something round you.
Get the covers over our heads.
Just a moment. What did I do with those sardines? You, wait here!
You hear all sorts of funny things about these old houses.
Yes, but this one has been extensively modernized throughout. I can't see how anything creepy would survive oil-fired central heating and...
What? What is it? What's happening?
the sardines!